Hey, we're back with another deck profile. Today we got 8-door Shana, because the choice door build is really fucking bad. So here we go. So starting off, we got this Fora from Dengeki Bunko. On play, it's an event Rize. If you see an event, you can add to your hand, discard a card, and one of the important parts is because it's a mill, and this deck requires a lot of experience. If you hit level 3s, you can just say, okay, cool, anyway. When your opponent goes to attack phase, clock yourself from grave and then go move this to the back row, which I've had to do every single game I play with it because I always hit one of my EPs there, which I use to clock to get my experience for my level 1 and sets me up good for the rest of the game where I only need either 2 or 1 for my experience. Next card is your Ricky. Play it in every single deck that this profile exists in. Pay 1, clock top, switch for level 1 or lower, add to your hand. What this card, also, if I have experience, I can swing pump 1k, which does help me get over boards. This, cat ears, and the event all help me get over just random like standby decks. Like someone can like drop 2 1s that can help me get over those. Next card is the Shana Brainstormer. It pays 1, taps up, reveal 4 for every climax. You can top 3. This helps you dig for more doors. See if you can find anything else in there, but mostly this is just a good climax dig. Because all you want to do is just slam climaxes and spam cards on board just to get like through the game and get to level 3. If you have Yuji, you can pump a character 1k. Usually not happening like that like early. Like you get this off around like 2, like maybe like late 1, but just a solid card profile. Next, we play 2 climax swap. On play, you can scry top, put on top and bottom. I'm sorry, top deck or waiting room. Usually I just leave it on top, just so I have knowledge. If it's a climax, then I can go into this and know that I'm hitting a brainstorm. Next card is this Undaunting Heart Shana. On death, you can pitch a card, top 4 for level 1 or higher, on death. And then you can pay 2 on play to... I'm sorry, when this dies, you can pay 2 to establish a character. Which is whatever, but like sometimes you have to do it. Next card is Cat Ears, Nia. On play, you can stun a character, which helps also against standby decks. So if they spawn something in the back row, you can just go boom, stun, they can't move to the next turn. And on attack, you pump 500 times other characters to a character. So you can swing under with this if you're going something big, pump your level 1, and then get over. And this is for the Shana Mirror, or if you have anything like Mirror where you just want to get rid of the back row. On play, you can pay 2 bounce, and it's also a drop salvager, which is just a better version of this one's effect because it's cheaper. But you don't got pitch from hand. But this is mainly just played for the Shana Mirror, or if I just need to remove something on board, which rarely happens. Then final card, little tech card. You can put a card from hand to your clock and top X based on your character. And when you're pumping with the climax, you can put this in your stock. So just a good way to clock yourself and potentially dig for a climax. Haven't really used it that much, but like when this card does come up, like it is really nice. It's a free way to clock yourself without paying stock. Like if you just like had like a really bad turn where you just like don't have enough stock to do this, you can just clock yourself. Then go into our level 1s. We got a level 1 combo. Thanks to Protect Shana, it is on door. The Power of Emotions. It gets plus 2k, so it'll be swinging at 7-5 with climax, and then experience. If it's in your climax area and you have total level 2 or higher, so you always try to put 3 because your finisher requires 6. So you just do 2 3s or a 3-1-2, and you get there. You mill 2. It's cigarettes, but if you hit 2 or higher into it, you can get plus 1 soul. So you can potentially swing with this 3 or 4 in each lane at level 1 if you trigger right and you mill right, which is really funny. But it's just cigarettes, a generically okay combo. I used to hate on it, but like this one has treated me not like shit, so I'm a fan of this cigarettes. Next card, this other Shana. On play, I can ditch a card, reveal top, grab a character. I play a lot of level 1s or higher, so I do have a higher than average chance of getting like a 1 or higher reveal, so I can potentially salvage one of these back. Doesn't always work, but like still can grab any of these zeros. Like can do this to grab a Ricky, to play the Ricky, to grab a level 1 combo, which is still a fine path. It's just not as good if I were to say reveal like a 2 or a 3 or another 1. Next card. Only in here because we play experience at both levels. It is a level swapper. Also it's a 2K killer, which like doesn't really matter, but there because it's a level swapper. Sometimes you need it if you get like Omega cooked at level 0. Next card, ditch 2 anti-change will be a 1K counter. It's an anti-change. You play in any deck you can stuff it into because it will come up and matter and help in just random matchups. And then one of the frustrating cards of the deck is this 1/1 Yuji, Peculiar Torch, Floodgate. Pumps your 2K or higher plus 1K that's in front of it, but if you have 2 more characters on board, you cannot receive auto damage by your opponent's character. So it just shuts off burns. Like you can get around with like shot triggers or like clock shot, but cannot be auto burned, which is a very big plus for this deck. In our only level 2 is the Melon Bread event. If you don't have a Degeki Boku or Fun character, you cannot play it, obviously. You can either choose a character from your deck. You can search your deck, choose a character from it, add to your hand, or you can choose a character, pump 3K, and then add this to stock. This is a card that also helps you get your level 1 bigger. You can grab your with Rize. It's just a decent card. Most times you just want to shit this to level so you have yellow fix, and you have just an easier way to, because all you need to do after that is clock a level 1, or another one of these if you have to get to your experience condition for level 3. And then level 3, we play as Gobbler Beauty Marjorie. Hexproof, on play you can pay 1 and I can grab a Climax and Rainer return to hand. This is really good if you don't draw into your Climax just during turn or if you're clocking yourself. So you can use this to grab a Climax so you actually go into combo and not just get rolled. Okay card, like you need it when you need it, like it's nice to have in hand because if you don't need it for the Climax you can just ditch it off with the Shana combo at level 3. Next card is a Fumio, one of single Fumio. You tap it, and it can get big, but it's kind of whatever. I don't like Fumio one that much. I think it's just like the use case for it ever happening is so low. Like you don't want to shuffle back any Climaxes at all when you Fumio somebody, so like I'm probably gonna change this out for another Marjorie, but like I have not used this at all because like every time I go to the finish turn, it's 2 or 3 Climaxes in a pretty low grave. I just don't want to shuffle back 1 in like 3 or 4 characters. It's just not worth it to me. Also, my finisher shuffles back, so like I'm Fumioing on my own combo. Then next card is this level 3 early play. It's a stock healer. If I have the experience condition, it can get plus 500. I can swing and pump 1/5, which is whatever, but also, like I said, helps your stuff get over and can beat over like random standby boards. And then your final card, your finisher, also on door, Blue Flame, is this Shana, one who has love. On play heals, and her climax effect is I can ditch 2 and I can burn you for 4. If you cancel the burn 4, I can shuffle back up to X equal to my other characters. So usually you're gonna fill up your board just with whatever. If you have to put like 0s and 1s on your board, you will. So you can cancel shuffle back 4, which is just a more effective variant than playing like Fumio and wasting cards. But that's the deck. Like if this deck had stock swap, we would be fucking cooking. But sadly, it does not because the stock swap that came with it is locked into Dengeki Bunko, and you can't play that in here because it's Shana. But yeah, that's the deck.